Good morning, everybody. It's Dylan with Georgia Roots. Today, we are doing the first step in paver excavation. First things first, we got to get our equipment loaded up. So Chris is loading up the Dingo right now. We're going to be hauling with the 2024 D-Max, and the 2014 D-Max is going to be hauling our tool trailer. So here we go. All right, guys, so we're mobile. I'm in the truck. Chris is behind me. Man, y'all know, golly, how much time we spend behind these wheels in between jobs. But anyways, man, like, if you're just starting out trying to get, learning how to do, your first paver job or whatever, man, this video is for you because the base is extremely important. In fact, it's the most important thing of the entire job, hands down. Period. And this is why so many guys, especially in our area, this is where we shine. This is where you'll shine. I mean, and this is such an easy one to shine on. Golly, it's just doing the dang thing right. But it's getting the base right, man. That's it. I mean, excavation is all about the base. It's all about the prep. It's all about getting the proper depths. It is all about getting your base, properly compacted. I mean, when it comes to pavers, that's what it's all about. There's a lot more to it than that, but the most important thing is the base, period. And like I said, a lot of guys, they, this is where they lose at, because they don't know how to do it. Mostly they don't know how to do it, or just too lazy to do it the right way. I mean, just to be honest. The pavers are an interlocking system, and they're individual pieces. They're not concrete. I don't like concrete, by the way. Concrete I am not a fan of, but they're individual pieces. So in order for individual pieces not to shape and shift, your base has got to be right, because it's even easier for individual pieces to shape and shift when they're not a big slab like concrete is. So, the base has got to be right. It's got to be proper. But I would argue that pavers are, hands down, if done right, 10 times better than concrete. It's just my opinion. And I think there's a lot of people that would probably back me up on that. And there's probably a lot of people that would be like, man, you're just whatever. It's fine. Either way, doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, what were the old roads built out of? All of those old roads that are still there, those old cobblestone roads that are still there and have been ran over and ran over and ran over and ran over for, hundreds of years, right? I mean, they were put on a proper base. That's definitely the most important thing about excavation. And pavers is your base. When it comes to excavation, we're going to discuss a little bit more today about how you excavate. What equipment do you use? We're going to talk about how you measure. And I'm going to show you guys all that stuff. All that stuff's extremely important. It's extremely important for the installer. It's extremely important for the customer. It's important for you if you're a landscaper, because you don't want to use any more material than you have to. You want to maximize your profits, 100%. But you also still want to do it the right way and build it for a lifetime, so that you have a satisfied client and you don't have a bunch of callbacks, and it's something you can actually build your business on. Literally building on a foundation. I mean, it doesn't get any more simple than that. So anywho, we're gonna go over all that stuff, and I look forward to showing it all to you guys. Hope you guys enjoy the content. If you do, smash the like button, and please subscribe, man. Honestly, it'll help out our channel a ton. And check it out. Here we go. So this is definitely going to be step one, is making sure you get everything painted out, laid out, and making sure you have all your lines marked out properly. Make sure you're going over those lines and have the meetings with the customer to make sure that this is exactly where they want everything. Spending that little bit of time extra keeps you from having to potentially move lines and change lines. So that's a big deal. That's a huge profit killer if you've got to, add dirt back and, recompact it and then redig it. Anywho, the biggest thing is making sure that you are properly marking everything out. Make sure you do it, guys. All right, so on site, Chris has got the project dug. As you can see, we've got a pathway that goes out that way, and then we're gonna have a fire pit area here. So I'm gonna take this around and show you guys really quick. So there's a couple ways you can check grade to make sure that you're deep enough. You can use a laser level, you can use string lines. Those are the two most popular ways. And what you want to do is, when you're using a string level, we use a string level in a situation where we're on a little bit of a grade and it's not like perfectly flat, because we don't have like a set of plans that tells us the elevation changes and all that. So this is how we do it when we're on a slope. We literally just set up our string line, which I'm about to show you guys. Set up string line, and then we literally just measure down. So all we do is we're looking for 7 inches. Question is, why are we looking for 7 inches? So we're gonna check it again. We're 5.5 inches there, so we actually are gonna have to take a little bit more out right there. And right here is 7 inches. So right there, we're pretty much on the money. And we've already checked the rest of the patio. It's all good. All right, guys, so the question is, why 7 inches? And the answer to that lies in how thick is your base, sub base, and your pavers. Your base should be 4 inches, standard. That's ICPI standard, okay? So 4 inches for base, 1 inch of sub base. Those two are standard, those two never change. What changes and you need to check for is how thick are your pavers. And in our case, we have 2 3/8 inches for our pavers. That's how thick they are. So I dig 7 inches, and the reason is because I leave the 3/8 sticking up so that the paver is just a little bit raised up above grade so that water doesn't settle on it. That's the way I do it. So I've always done it. It works. And I've done probably 15 to 20,000 square feet of pavers. So, I would say I know what I'm doing. It works. So you literally just repeat the process. All you're doing is you're getting your base in, you're getting your sub base in, and then you're getting your pavers in. But excavation and figuring out how deep to dig is a critical component of the job. And if it's not done properly, you can have all kinds of issues. You can have water settling in your walkway or your patio. You could literally have pavers buckling if the base wasn't installed deep enough. I mean, and the list just goes on and on. There are some applications and driveways and things where, vehicles are made to drive on the pavers. And in that case, it's supposed to be a 6-inch base. And, so getting the base set, getting the excavation dug to the right depth is critical. You literally can mess up before you even get started and waste all the material. So a huge part of the project. All right, guys, so midday check-in. I'm at a customer's house, closing up another project. About to jump back over to our hardscaping project we got going on with Chris and check out the progress there. So anyways, this is part of it. I know this video is kind of 2 parts, kind of a day in the life, but also kind of a instructional video on the digging process. But man, this is part of it for me. I'm back and forth right now, just with the size of my company. I'm out meeting with clients and selling projects, and just trying to grow the company back up again. And yeah, so here we are out here. Just sold a deal, and about to walk in and grab the check and head back to check out Chris. So anyways, catch you guys soon. All right, guys, so this is definitely the best part of the day. This is kind of part of the day in the life, part of it. I hope you guys learned something from, how to excavate for a patio, or pavers. And yeah, but this is definitely the best part, getting to come home, eat dinner, see the family. So yeah, day in the life, and how to excavate for pavers. Hope you all enjoyed the video. And if you're in my local area and want to get a quote, give me a holler. Peace. Say bye, baby T.